real-time footage of the first time me getting the speed skim out of the box, wetting it up and going on the ceiling with it. Bear in mind that my technology was an iPhone 9. Roll the tape. Hi there. Me again. You can't see the better, can you? Right, good morning. It's Friday morning. This is the job I'm on today. Basically, it's something not completely different because I've done two little jobs like this, so I filmed it on this channel. But basically, the vanity unit up there, that job, the two guys I did that for, they've got another little job down the road, which is this one. I went to go see them yesterday to discuss some paneling, which I'll do next week. And they mentioned this. The skimming turned out really, really well there. I think they just thought, you know, I sort of suffered with that really. He said, oh, you know, I've got this one to do. And I just thought, you know what? I actually really, really want to buy a speed skim. So I've been this morning, brought an ox speed skim, and I'm going to overboard. I've got there's 4 lights. I've got to change these lights. Overboard, change these lights, which is why I'm overboarding, because actually they're smaller lights that are going in. So if I pattress those holes, I put timbers in those holes and put new board in those holes, the lights can't go back in that location. They want them in that location. So if I overboard it all, I can put new holes for smaller down lights in. I've got to diamond out this wall, and the tile is going to tank it for tiling. I've got to scrape this back and reskim all of this, and I've got to remove the skirt, and I've got to reskim the ceiling, obviously, because I'm going to overboard it. A little bit of dubbing out to do it there as well. See, this is, if I overskim this, that will probably fall down. The plaster will reactivate it. So I brought a speed skim this morning. Been out this morning, brought a speed skim, and that basically is what this job's going to be about. It's a bit odd, but that's kind of why I said yes. I just thought I really want to use the speed skim. Now, I'm going to do real-time footage of the first time me getting the speed skim out of the box, wetting it up and going on the ceiling with it. Hopefully it comes out right. I've been plastering long enough. I've been doing it. I learned off 2 time serve plasterers, 12, 13 years ago, something like that. I've done plenty of. I'm a decent plasterer. I'm not a time serve plasterer. What they require. I didn't do an apprenticeship in it, but I know what I'm doing, especially for skimming. I'm going to whack out this speed skim real time, put it on the ceiling, see how I get on. The reality is this. I think what puts a lot of people on the speed skim. And loads of people have got them now anyway, so I know it's nothing new, but it's the sizing of them. 900, 1200, I think they're doing 1800. Just seems a bit, if you've ever done any skimming, very little is flat. So if you ruled over there to there with an 1800, there's probably a great big dip in that, so you can't really put skim on too thick. Same with that ceiling. So I bought the 600, mainly because that's all I could get this morning, but also because I just thought, actually thinking, I probably might have gone for the 900 if I could have got it, maybe I would, but the 600, there's going to be plenty of opportunities on this where the 600 is flat enough for me to give it a go. That's my logic anyway. So yeah, first job is I've got to roll and scroll the stairs, I've got to protect all the landing, and I've got to get all my materials up, so I'm stuck in this room, and I've got to adapt that pipe work so that I can use that for the cold for my tap. So I've probably got a good hour just getting prepped, PVA and stuff. I'll pick you up and we'll film bits and bobs, got to sort the lights out. It's a bit of a tall order really to dub it, scrape this, dub this, skim this, board this, skim this, roll the ceiling, and we've got to prep and dab that wall, change the lights, and fairly large amount of waffle, quite a tall order. So I'm going to get going, I'll pick you up in a little bit. Right, oh, I'm sweating. Half hour that was, about 40 minutes. Everything's up here. You can see I've just thrown it up. I've got stuff all in the hallway. I've rolled and scrolled it all anyway. So little top tip actually, no matter what you're doing, whether you're plastering, woodwork, whatever, I haven't done it yet, but roll and scroll the carpet on the doorway. Because you shut that door and you drop something and it goes onto that carpet, anything, even your bottle of drink or what have you. So what I've got to do, I've got to protect everything. Full disclosure, I've really cocked up there. I haven't got my tripod with me. So I don't know how I'm going to film this. I think I'm just going to tape my phone to stuff and give it a go. Well, I'll just see, but basically when you watch this next edit, bear in mind that my technology was an iPhone 9 and all the tape. However, yeah, I'm not looking for sympathy. Right, let's go. Let's get it done. What we're going to do first. Don't know, you'll find out, won't you? I'll wait and find out. Let's go. So I don't know how that's going to do with the speed skim. I've just got it out of the box now, and I've whacked this down. This is literally the first time, and what a time to use it as well. And I'm really up against it. It's a 600 one. It's the AST, so it's the standard. Don't know what that stands for, but it's not the stainless one. And I think there's a really flexible one as well. It's got little lines on it. Right, anyway, so I've wet it. Probably should get on that first because I've got the camera pointing at the ceiling. Right, here we go. I don't even know what angles, I suppose it's the same as a trowel. It feels like it's tearing it. Oh no, now she's going. Yeah, why have I not brought one of these? Obviously it's a bit, oh my word. 50 quid. I mean, someone's making some money because that's basically a fire exit on I'm going to do extruded aluminium, but it does the trick. Oh, little noise then. It's a bit loose as well. Yeah, you can actually get like little, like, awkward to get into the little bit, so. Not to play with this all day. I don't want to do, I just want to get flat. Right, okay. Yeah, that's a good bit of kit. I can't show you on the wall because I haven't got the tripod. Let's see if I can get a bit more. And actually it's cooking off. Can't get the hopper really if you want it. It's actually cooking off really quick in here as well. I've definitely got enough on. Mix wise, there's definitely a fair old amount. Let's try it one-handed. One-handed, I don't know actually. No, you do, the aluminium obviously holds it. Okay, yeah, and actually if you're getting into tight spots, because you ain't got your knuckle on your trowel in the way, so you could actually load up for some really tight spots. I've got a little bit just above you where the wardrobe meets the ceiling. Yeah. Okay. Right. Round two. So I've got the second. Good state of me. Jesus. Yeah. So I've got the second coat on. Didn't film that because I've got a tripod and it's a pain. So I'm now wetting my speed skim. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed skim this now. What I will say, what I've noticed is it was very flat. What I did the first time round. About there. So we'll see now. I can see how quickly I don't do it. Oh,
Yeah, a little bit wet. I'll give it another one. Yeah, like crazy flat. Maybe if we give it a little wiggle. Yeah, I can get that. And as I said, this ceiling was boarded, but that doesn't mean it's flat because it was a stipple ceiling underneath. Now, they're typically not very flat because that's why they stipple them, because the texture hides how uneven the actual joists, or in this case, the trusses are. I just don't know what to. I don't like that sound every now and then. I don't know if I'm taking. I don't know what I'm taking. There's not really any. I guess if that was a trowel, yeah, if that was a trowel, I'd be thinking that's a lot I'm taking off. I haven't quite got the hang of leaving it on. I don't know how you. Yeah, cutting into the edges. That's good. Oh, you actually feel like you could. I actually feel like you could start this anywhere and not leave a mark. Not that I will. I'll go over that just in case. Yeah, doesn't dig in like a trowel. The only thing is, I'm probably going on it too early. Just eager. What I might do is just lay off this for a minute. I don't want to take too much off. Oh, it's so flat. And I can sort of imagine that at the very end, that's going to make your last couple of trowels. And I don't know what stage to take this to. I don't ever want to go on it again with this. Might do. I don't know. I've really probably done some research. What tell you on it? No, it doesn't tell you how to do it. I'll tell you how to do it. But basically, that's brilliant. That is absolutely amazing. Right. This bit here. I'm working out a sequence though because it's sort of new to me. I wouldn't normally trowel this way, but I just want to see what it does. You see, you trowel that way and it doesn't even leave. It doesn't even leave a mark. It doesn't even leave a mark here when you trowel this way. You'd normally, with a little trowel on there, you'd normally expect to see that to dig in if that was a trowel. I'd normally just keep troweling that way because that's where the roll is. Oh my word, that's not bad, a little bit tight there. You see, then I'm probably trying to flatten something that isn't that flat. Yeah, I'm getting a horrible noise there. But, and I don't mind that, I've got Hi there. Me again. Right, what are we up to? I picked up the trowel. So I went over the whole thing with the speed skim, flatten, second coat on, flatten. Then I probably played with it for far too long because I'm getting used to the speed skim. I probably would have troweled it quicker. But I think it's probably better than I could have got with a trowel. It's definitely better than I could have got with a trowel on the ceiling for sure. The walls turned out flat, but it is drying and cracking again. I've then picked up the trowel because I just thought, oh, I can't get the speed skim right into the edges properly. It's just like when you want to put a little bit of pressure in, just to close the edges. Where are we? Trying to turn it. So, trying to get a bit of a neat line in there if I can. It doesn't matter too much over here because this is getting tiled, but up to about here somewhere, that's going to be on show, so I need to get that quite straight and nice and crisp. I mean, it's not straight anyway, the wall's miles out. I'm actually, because I've gone round now, I really do need to get another 2 trowels on it, and then my final one. I'm going to go back on with the speed skim. I'm that confident with it. So I'm just not confident with the speed skim, just closing the corners and the gaps, you know, from where the board didn't meet. But, you know, like, I like to do that at this stage. You probably could do that at the next stage. Yeah, it's just, yeah. I think it's saying good things about the speed skim, if the fact that I picked up the trowel, because I was like, well, I don't know what it feels like. I don't know where it is. It reveals me doing the windows open. Yeah. But the speed skim, it feels great. It feels so good. Yeah, so I might as well leave you on so you can see you get straight into the old speed skin. So wetter. I'll tell you another good thing as well. Really nice to hold. If you've got wet hands and you hold it on like wooden handle trowels, because if you've got wet hands on a wooden handle trowel, you don't slip. Yeah. I think it sets it a bit quicker as well. I really do. But you feel like you can go every way. Oh, that is a bit. Maybe you need to get the trowel out. I might have left it too long. Oh, flick a bit of water. I haven't flicked any water on it yet, have I? Flick a little bit of water. See where we're at now. Too much water on there. Yeah, I think I want to get the old trowel out now. I'm not particularly confident with this, but unless I'm wrong, that is. And I'm troweling both ways, which I weren't going to do on this ceiling, even though it's on board. Yeah. What doesn't help is I can't reach, if I could reach a bit further as well, I can't reach over all my stuff. Really should empty the room out. Oh, look at that, yeah. Still pulling some off. I think the only thing is, and that's probably me using it, the only thing, I'm using it one-handed now, so I'm comfortable I feel. I think I'm still getting used to it, so I think I'm taking too much off, which is A, setting the plaster quicker, and I think the plastic sets the plaster quicker, and I'm fanning about with it. It's no good, you can't see from there, can you? See if you can see from there. Don't like that noise. However, I do like the finish. I'm confident. Oh, you can just use the corner of it. Does dig into there a bit, but just to get into tight spots. Yeah, getting into tight spots is brilliant with this. Something like that. That'll do it close enough, isn't it? What do you expect? I'm not a YouTuber yet, am I? I'm not a YouTuber until I've got 1,000 subscribers. So you get what you get. You're going to get what you get anyway, ain't you? Everyone gets what they get. If you're rich, you get what you want. Not a bad result. Not a bad result at all. Like I said to you, this ceiling, not at all flat, but now a lot flat. I think flatter than I would have got it. So we've dabbed the wall. That's ready for tiling. That's level, square to that wall, because there'll be a shower tray going there. Round about a metre in is just getting tiled, so I've come a little bit past it for the skim. It's holding out all right. It's just crazing a little because it was so dry. I've controlled the suction as best I can. Done around the window, that looks nice. There'll be a new tower out there. Yeah, and then the ceiling. Yeah, the reason I'm doing this is because the chaps I've done that vanity unit and stuff for, just like working with them. They're really nice lads. Really know what they're doing an amazing finish. Yeah, do a really good finish, and you know, you never know, it might lead to me doing more vanity units and stuff. And I really wanted to try the speed skim, which I'm going to pack my stuff away now, go into the van and talk about that. Right, I'm back in the van now. Ox speed skim, you know, does it save you time? Not on your first use. Well, not for me anyway, because I fanned around with it. Will it save me time next time I use it? I think it probably will. Has it made my job easier? Yes, much easier. Less, I noticed straight away less strain because I'm missing, I think I missed 3 trowels out. I've never thought about it like this, but I missed 3 trowels out and did it with the spat, and it's no work. So my shoulder feels better. I don't do it every day, but if I did, I'd have the range of them. Has it made the job better? Yeah, it has. Yeah, I just had a little double check. I'm actually going to come back on Sunday with the electrician, and I actually think it's flatter than I would have got that with the trowel. So yeah, it's worth saying that version is the basic version. They do a more flexible version, and they also do a stainless steel version. If I did plastering every day, I'd definitely buy the stainless steel version. I'm not bothered about the flexi versions because I've had plenty of plasterers work for me over the years with flexible trowels, and their work is it's not very good, I don't think anyway. So the stainless, yeah, because I'd actually like to be, this is my assumption, and I'm only going on what I've worked out today. If I had the stainless version, I think I'll be able to get an extra 2 trowels on it because I'd be leaving a better finish. That plastic one drags a bit. It seems to cook off the face of the plaster a bit, or it has got these little ridges in it. Maybe they wear out as well, I don't know. But I mean, if you're a plasterer, you've heard of them, you've probably used them. If you're not a plasterer and you're watching this and you do mess around with a bit of skimming, get it. It's brilliant bit of kit. Right, okay, thanks for anyone that's been watching. I'm going to get this video up as quick as I can. There's been a cock up with my videos. I don't know what's going on, but I've got comments from last week's video and they won't load. I don't know whether I'm being filtered, or YouTube's protecting my feelings and someone's having a go at me. I don't know, but I don't need that. Sort of like it's part of it, isn't it? Yeah, so next week we're doing some paneling, and I guess I'll be starting this porch. I've got to do, yeah, I don't think there's anything else I can bring forward. I was kind of holding off for a couple of reasons, weather and stuff, but yeah, I guess I'll be starting that. Right, thanks for watching, thanks for the support, and yeah, I hope you found it interesting. I'm trying to perhaps go that way, start messing around by, it's just a shame today I didn't have the tripod. Massive apologies for that. But yeah, if I can do that, if I can introduce things that I use and yeah, give a bit of a review on them, I can only get better at it, can't I? Right, see you later.